So Nicki Minaj is finally back to normal. She's coming back and addressing a lot of things that went on while she was away and everything. Now she gets back to dissing Remy Ma because Remy Ma was obsessed with dissing her for the past few months. She released 2 records. She released the record with Lil' Kim and the record with Chris Brown, both taking shots at Nicki. You know, you could try to paint it that she wasn't. She was ever since she really got out of jail. Even when she was in jail, she was dissing Nicki. And I can link that interview below. I mean, she just doesn't like that. She was supposed to. She was the head girl in charge before she went to jail, and you know, I can understand she's upset that Nicki's out here, you know, killing it, and she just can't get that vibe back, you know. But Remy's dope, you know, don't get me wrong. And, you know, obviously we know that Nicki took her shots at Cardi B, but nothing too crazy. And I think that could get worked out. And I think Nicki will work that out and Cardi will work that out because, you know, they'll get past that little... You know, Cardi was just trying to prove herself in the beginning. Anyways, let's get into this. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button.
Hey, we're bringing you King Royal. He has the album out, and it was so on all digital platforms. He's got the video, ladies man, below, and all his social media links are below. Check him out now.
And if you want to run ads in the channel, it's jordantowermedia@gmail.com. Well, you know, I'll address this. New York radio did respond this morning, and it was mixed. Obviously, we knew Charlemagne was gonna go. He's trying to play neutral, but, you know, he was saying it was very petty. And Nicki, I think Nicki needed to get her story out, just like everybody needs to get her story out. And I do hope that Cardi and Nicki are able to work past that because, you know, Cardi has proven that she can, like, she really became a lot of assistance from the label, but who cares? She's still one of the top artists right now. And that's all. She worked her way up quick. You gotta respect the hustle. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And I think Nicki does too. I think she just felt slighted on the motorsport. I thought well, you know, she did. She kind of felt like she was co-signing Cardi B in, and she got kind of blindsided. It's a lot different than a lot of people are comparing the Lil' Kim and Nicki incidents in the beginning, but I'm going to say this. Lil' Kim met Nicki with aggression and not like, okay, let's do a song together and see how it works. You know, like she really just tried to block it because she felt like Nicki was stealing her style, and she addressed that right away. Now, I'm not going to be biased here and say that Nicki isn't saying that too, because she kind of is in the I think it's the Chung Lee record where she's like, you know, I had to disappear from Instagram because everyone was stealing the blueprint. I mean, Nicki did influence Cardi B, obviously. And, you know, Cardi B's doing the whole thing and all that. I know, excuse me for saying that, but I gotta apologize for doing that thing. But, you know, she definitely is influenced by Nicki Minaj, and as she should be, because Nicki Minaj, you know, was just, you know, the head girl for the past, what, 7-8 years, you know? So Nicki addresses Remy Ma on this. You know, what is exactly she says? You know, she addresses the whole love and hip hop thing, and you're not getting your chips. What does she say? She says, was it worth it, dummy? I ain't mind a bit. Still on that show, getting no chips. Time to dip. It's time to make hits. Time to diss. How you still dissing? Can't find some hits. Because, you know, she dissed her on... the Chris Brown record, I'll get to that in a second, and the Lil' Kim. And then she said, she said, want to see bitches lose the blueprint. That's where she's going in the whole thing. Then Remy Ma, what she does is she says, I'm rich, I'm gonna stay that bitch, fake ass bitch, owe homage, pay that shit. What she say? I heard he lay the dick. Let him fillet that fish. You just met him. How he bay that quick. Talking about Nas. And then she says, if Nicole a Kidman, OJ that bitch. Duh. I mean, that's obviously towards Nicki. And then she said, bitch, you so thirsty. Obey that shit. If that's your dog, I suggest you go train that bitch. She's just talking. And then in the Melanin Magic, she goes in and she says, I'm a real writer, rap crown taker. The ass so soft, it's not faker. So, you know, she's just taking little shots at Nicki, like still saying she doesn't write, because that was her whole premise during the Sheether. And then even when she was in jail, you can look up her jail interview, she's taking shots at Nicki. So, you know, as DJ Envy liked it, Angelique, Charlamagne didn't. Ebro was a little bit slighted on it. He liked the records, but didn't like the whole crime thing. And obviously, Peter Rosenberg doesn't like Nicki Minaj. We know that. So anyways, I think Nicki's taking the right approach with only, like the Drake approach. Control your interviews. Zane Lowe, do that, done. Everything else you put out. She's doing a lot of stuff with Apple. I see she did a little bit of things with Tidal, but she's not going to be, you know, putting everything exclusively on Tidal. I think that hurts an artist. And then I think, this is my personal opinion, but I think she was a little early coming back. I think she should have let the Cardi B wave die, but I don't think she probably had obligations where she had to come back now instead of waiting. You know, she had the Mercedes-Benz commercial just dropped, and I'm sure she has a lot of other corporate obligations where she can't just stay disappeared. I think she disappeared as long as she could, and she was kind of like, okay, I have to come back this week. She delayed it as far as she could. I'm sure she wished she could have delayed it one more month because the Cardi B wave would have died off. Cardi B would have been, think about it, Cardi B has like Coachella, what, this weekend or next weekend, right? I think it's this weekend. So she's going to be hot shit this weekend. And then, you know, if she had waited one more month, Cardi B would be more in pregnancy stage and would have, like, you know, come back on her commitments, you know, and rested while she has the baby. And then Nicki could have came in and just, you know, reigned, you know. But it is what it is. So, you know, there's mixed reviews on the records. I like them both, you know, and I think this is a different kind of warm-up. A lot of people were saying she warmed up last year with, you know, the Yo Gotti, the Plain Jane remix, the Motorsport. She had, and the one with Lil Uzi Vert. But those were just to stay, you know, percolating out here. These are warm-up records right here. This is getting back to old Nicki. I'm sure she can't come out with her smash record now. She's checking the temperature out here. Again, I think she came back a little early. And I wouldn't have addressed the Cardi B situation so hard because the way people feel out here is they just they like Cardi B, and you're not gonna shift them from that. So I think it should have been done a little bit more delicately. But like, you know, like when she said she should have been thankful I was on the record, I would have left that out. If I was her publicist, I would have said, yo, just leave that part out and just say, I thought I was co-signing her. Not saying she needed the co-sign, but it helps. I wish, and she could have said, I wish I had a co-sign from certain people when I came in. And I think that would have been a better approach because automatically it makes people feel like, oh, she, you know, she's acting like her shit don't stink. I don't think that, but like that's how it would probably come off to a Nicki Minaj hater. She could have won a lot of people over by handling that situation differently. Just like, you know, I hate to compare the two, but like Tekashi won a lot of people over during his Breakfast Club interview. He was very open and honest and not too much of an ego. You know, he was willing to take L's during the interview. Now, if Nicki had worded that and said, I wanted to champion Cardi B and celebrate, but that kind of ruined it for me, you know? And yeah, I think they could have gotten to a better place right away. It would be better for her to dead the thing with Cardi B and move on because there's going to be a lot of resistance. Cardi B has a strong following, just like the Barbs. So, you know, I think it would be better to dead the issue, work it out as fast as possible so those people aren't resisting. I would say do a record with Cardi B before she gets too pregnant. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, what do you guys think? Get in the comments below. Just giving you my thoughts. It's Jordan Tower, JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to ads in the channel, jordantowermedia@gmail.com.
Hey, we're bringing you King Royal. He has the album out, and it was so on all digital platforms. He's got the video, ladies man, below, and all his social media links are below. Check him out now.
Hey, damn it, I'm a ladies man. Ladies man, pull up to the scene, niggas hate the man, hate the kid.